local entrepreneur. Also, I serve on New Iberia City Council. Yeah, as a result of our community service to the community. Speaking of community service, this week on Sunday from 12 to 4 at No Limit Barber and Beauty Salon, we'll be doing our annual cuts for kids.
Okay, now where's this?
Yes.
It's at No Limit Barber.
Location?
The location is in the West End.
West End side. Okay,
West End.
West End. Beautiful park. Yeah, West End.
That's
West End side.
awesome.
Yes.
Yes, and we've been partnering now for over 10 years, well over 10 years with Omega Sci-Fi Omni-Rocrine chapter. It's the local chapter, St. Martinville, Lafayette, Jeanerette. Most of those guys are from that area. And it was their initiative. They came to us about,
The
like I
Omega
said,
Sci-Fi
Omega Sci-Fi Fraternity. It's a national initiative where they give back to underprivileged kids, and they give back by way of haircutting. We give them basic, nice, neat haircuts to go back to school, just to give them a little motivation. The kids that are, we want to say underprivileged kids. And look, even if you're not underprivileged, a haircut go for $20 now. So,
Yes.
you know, any break to anybody is good.
Yes, indeed. God bless.
And we usually do that from 12 to 4 on the first Sunday after school starts, which is August
be
the
the
12th.
That's right. That's right.
Yes,
A week from
August
today.
12th.
A week from today. Yeah.
Yes, and it's been a great endeavor. Local barbers get together. Again, we're doing it at No Limit Barber and Beauty Salon. We get barbers from the Twins Barber Shop, as well as my shop, Marlon's Barber Shop. We also have had participation from Jay's Barber and Beauty College. We've partnered all over the city with barbershops to continue this initiative, you know, just to bring a spark. The thing that I really love about it is the camaraderie that we get amongst the barbers.
Yes.
Because we don't get a chance to hang out regularly, but when we do that once a year, we get a chance to shop talk, as we say.
And not just that, y'all get to perform and
Yes,
show
show your
y'all's
art.
techniques.
right.
You know, it's
That's
almost
right.
like a competition.
It's almost
Fun
like a barber battle.
competition thing.
Correct,
Oh my
correct.
God, this sounds like fun.
It is.
And you said some of the other barbers are local. You said the Barber College.
We have the Barber College. We've partnered. What we've been doing is over the years, we move it every year.
Okay,
A shop.
so every year it would be different locations.
Yes,
Okay.
yes.
Oh.
You know, I tell people all the time, giving back is awesome. But, you know, it's two sides to giving back. When you give back to your community, you're obviously helping your community.
That's right.
But you're also helping yourself.
Right.
People like to know that they're supporting a business that don't mind giving back. And that's one of the reasons why we bring it around to different shops.
Well, I think people likes knowing that, some people and a lot of people believe that if you take the time to give back to such a needy fundraiser, I think that says a lot about the person who's doing the barber, the person who is a business owner, you know, it makes you want to go to this person's business and do some type of form of giving back, again, like you said, because if you could take some time out to do this for underprivileged people, underprivileged kids, it says a lot about you and your profession, what you do as a person.
Yeah, and you know, I thank you for that. But I would be remiss. I didn't get in this business alone. The first place we ever did cuts for kids was at my mentor at his shop, Cliff's, and that's where we started it at. And it was out of the heart of Cliff, and Omega Sci-Fi that we did this venue.
So you're not trying to take all the glory for this, and I feel that's the kind of person you are.
I can't because it was started by a guy that I consider to be a role model. A role model. And he's no longer with us, and every chance I get, because he implanted so much in my life, I like to, you know, give him his accolades, you know. And I did that. I did give him his flowers when he was alive.
That's good.
But I also want to continue acknowledging him for the work he did.
And to
as well as us
his
who's doing it
legacy.
now.
It's
And his
a legacy.
It's a
It
legacy
truly
that
is.
you're continuing,
It truly
and
is.
the
It
other
truly is a
barbers are
legacy.
continuing as well.
It really is.
And I'm sure the kids must leave glowing with this fresh new haircut. that
Fresh
they
new
get to
start, you know?
Go back
start
to
again.
school with.
You know, it's funny when we first started out, I remember myself and other barbers saying, we got to give our money away? Because back to school is almost like the bonus time.
Yes.
Yes.
But I got to tell y'all, to see the smile on those kids' face, I've been doing it now for 11 years in a row.
Wow, that's awesome.
You know, and I tell the
11
barbers,
years.
I tell the barbers who help out, I said, either you're gonna give or you're not. It's as simple as that.
It's the only way you can receive if you give, you know? So it's a great way, really great way to start. Now, I'm going to say this, and I'm not trying to be biased in the situation, but you say young men in barber. Do you also give cuts to young women, young ladies?
I'm glad you asked that. We've been asked that question several times. This year, the stylists and cosmetologists at No Limit are partnering with us, and we're going to be doing girls' hairs this year too. And
Awesome.
that
We
actually
appreciate
slipped
it.
my
Thank
mind.
you.
Yes. You know, it's all about motivation for those kids to go to school the first day and be willing to learn. Because I tell people
Confident.
it's not right. I tell people it's not what you got on your head; it's what you got in your head.
But it does look nice if you have something nice on it to go with what's inside.
Exactly.
So, Mr. Lewis, Marlon, so you say when you do cuts, along with the cut for the young ladies, would a style go along with that? I'm just asking because, you know, a boy's haircut, like you just said, is $20. For a young lady to get a haircut in a style, that could be around that same price. I'm wondering if it's just a cut or you sending the ladies back to school looking nice, the young ladies looking nice.
Well, I know Constance and the girls over at No Limit. I know they're going to do an awesome
Okay,
job
let's just making sure.
on these young ladies because they take pride in their work.
Yes.
And
Yes.
I know they're going to let no child left undone
Yes.
and without a smile on their face.
So tell me, what office do you serve for New Iberia? City of New
I
Iberia?
serve the citizens of District 2, which is the lower West End, some parts of Hopkins Street, some parts across Admiral Dahl on the West End. I serve a diverse group of people. I serve a large district,
Yes.
and I've been serving in that capacity now for a year and 8 months.
Wow.
And it's been challenging at times, but it's been fun as well. You know, I was
you're
taught
down for the challenge.
if you get a job that you love, you'll never work a day in your life.
That's right.
And I love serving the people of District 2 and the people of New Iberia.
Wow. I just, it seems like it's a lot of work, but I have seen some improvements in that area. But I read recently you were talking about changing one of the streets for some reason or another because of the name of the street. I read this somewhere. I mean, can you help me out? I don't know all the details, but I read something about you suggested a change of a street name that you thought would better be with a different name. From what I read,
Right.
the name of the
Hearing
street.
that on the news.
Right,
Yes,
I
do
heard
remember
about it.
that
I read
story.
about it. So can you tell me what was that about?
Well, first of all, as y'all know, New Iberia was without a police department since 2004. However, we did have the sheriff department who policed the city. As time went on, the connection from the community from the sheriff department to the community, it had got a little bit distant, if you will.
Okay.
And crime rose in our community. Shootings were happening
On that particular
in that particular area.
Okay,
They were
all right, 'cause
literally
that's all I
on the
read
Shot
was-
Street
Okay,
area.
that's what it was.
There were literally several shootings on that street, and there may be one or two actual murders on that street. And so got with the neighbors and we talked about changing that street name. just because it had
So
a
this
negative.
wasn't something that you decided or took, but you went to ask people in a community
Right.
that there should be a change in that area, stigmatized in that area, Shot Street or whatever. So this was something that you asked the people of that community to do. It wasn't something that, am I correct?
Well, one of the homeowners brought it to my attention.
Okay,
that it would be very nice. The first thing we did, there were about 21 dilapidated homes that were pretty much abandoned after the flood of 2016. So
Okay.
my first initiative was to work with the homeowners to remove those homes or repair them. They decided to remove them, which brightened the area up tremendously.
Yeah.
In those homes, there were a lot of negative activity going on, and now there's no longer that negative activity. Well, since we realized that negative activity was gone, we looked at the street name, Shot Street. You know, I was growing up, my mother always told me, Marlon, I named you Marlon. Don't let nobody name you nothing else.
Yes.
Don't let them name your dog. Don't let them name your psycho. Don't let them name your killer. Your name is Marlon. And we don't realize how much power is in the name.
That's right.
And so after we removed those homes and we looked at that name, Shot Street, it still had a negative connotation, a negative feel. And as we speak right now, it's still Shot Street, but we're working right now on a name. After we removed the homes, there was this beautiful arch of oak trees that were planted.
Okay.
And those things were magnified to us. And we were like, wow, let's call it Oak Tree Lane.
Yes. Yes.
And we went on and we talked to the governing bodies, the authorities in that capacity, and come to find out, we couldn't use the name Oak anymore because in New Iberia, Louisiana, we have a lot of oak trees, so there's obviously a lot of oak streets.
Yes. Yes.
And they didn't want to confuse them with 911 and GPS. So
Okay. So that's a work in progress.
so we're working on another name, and we have a few names. I looked into the French spelling for oak. I looked into the Spanish spelling for oak. All of those things. And
Oak in there somewhere.
and if we can't use oak, we'll come up with something that's going to represent.
Tell me something. Who decided to plant those oak trees? Was it something that you headed or you decided, or was it the community that decided to plant oak trees in that area where the old homes and whatever were condemned or whatever? Was it?
Well, that was the thing. There's some old oak trees. They were probably planted before the property was developed, but they were planted in a straight row. They were planted by design. And when they grew in arch. But because of the dilapidated properties, you could never see the oak trees. So once those homes were removed, we saw the oak trees. So they were planted many years ago by the Mixon family, by the family that put those homes there. You know, and they provided housing for people for many years. But you know, families get old, people get old.
But it's just all that beauty was hidden
Yes.
behind.
Yes.
You know, such a not so
Pleasant.
part of town.
Yeah.
You know, so by removing that, I was able to see the beauty of New Iberia, which is such a beautiful city. So many beautiful things here to be observed. You know. Yeah. But Marlon. So again, the name of it is Haircuts for Kids.
Cuts for Kids.
Cuts for Kids.
Yep.
And this is the first Sunday of after school starts because
Which is
school
this Sunday
begins-
coming up.
school
Well,
begins,
a week
I think,
from
on the
today.
9th. A week from today.
Yes.
And it will be located this year at
No Limit Barber and Beauty Salon, and like you stated earlier, they will be servicing young ladies as well, and they're
just
servicing.
making sure.
Yes, and we deal with kindergarten through 8th
Oh my
grade.
God, kindergarten to 8th grade.
To 8th grade.
Okay, so you're saying after 8th grade, the kid should be old enough to get a job and get the paper on a haircut. I'm just asking, you know,
we
kindergarten to 8th grade. I'm
They
saying
may
why?
be knowledgeable enough to give themselves a haircut.
Right.
I would think.
Okay.
Around 9th grade, you kind of know how you want your hair fixed and how you want your hair cut.
Okay, well, I'm
So
going to accept
sometimes
that.
they
I was just checking. So, kindergarten to 8th grade.
Yes.
Yes. Wow, that's interesting, exciting. What's your next project?
Our next project, as a barber or as a city councilman?
Both. I want to
Well,
hear.
I
I
got
was
some
gonna
stuff
put one
in.
at a time.
I got some stuff in the work, and I'm into celebrating our past as well as our present. Just like we want to change Shot Street's name. I have a few buildings in New Iberia in the West End that I'm looking at honoring some of our legendary coaches, principals.
Wow.
Awesome.
There's a particular pavilion in the West End Park. It's a basketball pavilion, and we're thinking about honoring. We're going to honor one of our legendary coaches and principal by placing his name on that building.
A brilliant man at
Great,
work.
great.
Brilliant man at work. That's great. That's really, really nice that New Iberia to have someone like you who works so hard to build a community that was somewhat dying, to bring it back. And along with your business, which you're a business owner, you have plans of expanding in some sense, or what are your plans with your business?
Whatever the good Lord has for me.
Always.
Currently, it's myself and two other guys. We're working there, and we're a traditional barbershop. We're a traditional barbershop. Sports, politics, religions, and haircuts.
So it's only one chair, or how many chairs?
We
is in
have
your,
3 barbers.
3 barbers on staff, okay? And your hours. Tell everybody what's your hours, Mr. Marlon.
From 9 to 6, Tuesday through Friday, and 7 to 4 on Saturdays.
Okay, so Tuesday,
Tuesday through Friday from 9 to 6,
and on Saturday.
and on Saturday 7 to 4.
Okay.
And where are you located and the name of your place for our viewers?
We're located at 734 Lombard Street in our fine time, New Iberia, Louisiana.
Great. That's really, really nice. So again, no wait, because you have 2 other.
2 other barbers, yeah.
Right.
Wow.
Yeah, and they're gonna be helping out as well. They're gonna be helping out as
With
well
the cuts for
With the
kids.
with the cuts for kids.
Okay.
Wow. That sounds like fun. It seems like you
is.
just get so much out of it, knowing that you're helping and doing something to benefit this area.
Yeah, it's definitely rewarding.
So you ready to work because
Ready to
it's
work.
on. What's
Ready
the
to
most
work.
I've ever had for?
Oh man, we probably had 120 kids.
Wow.
Yeah.
And how many barbers show up?
Oh,
Just
most barbers we ever had probably was 12 barbers.
12 barbers
Yeah,
and about
12.
100 kids show
Oh
up.
yeah.
So about 10 kids.
Yeah, about 10
per
kids per
barber.
barber. Yeah.
Okay. And that may start at what time?
It starts at 12 o'clock.
12 o'clock
to
on
4
Sunday
o'clock.
until 4 o'clock.
Yeah.
So in between those hours, you need to get it in
Yeah.
and do what you need to do.
And
on that Sunday following the school start. the first
We usually
Sunday.
make it a community event. So people stop in, man. The brothers from Omega Psi Phi, they out there barbecuing because they cook for the kids as well.
They can
We
eat
do
as
have,
well?
yeah.
Okay, so the Omega Psi Phi fraternity also prepares a meal for the kids who cooking and
Yes.
yeah,
Yes.
wow. This is amazing.
That's a
that
great
they would
community
go as
event.
far as to do that. So donations, tell us, where can we donate for something? Is this something that, say somebody wants to drop off a case of water or drop off, you said they do the barbecuing?
We do barbecuing,
They, barbecue what, hot dogs, hamburgers? If somebody was interested in donating to this cause, how would they go about donating? I don't know if there's
Well,
a GoFundMe page, but I'm just asking, this is something that I feel the community,
Could help
should be a
with.
part of, definitely.
In years past, people have dropped by and dropped school supplies. People have
Okay.
dropped by and dropped cases of water, as you
Yeah.
just
That would be
mentioned.
great.
We even had the sisters from the Delta sorority
Delta Sigma
drop
Theta.
off toiletries like soap and shampoo and and I would be remiss if I didn't mention Delta. The
That's
Delta,
right.
the ladies in red.
Ladies at Delta Sigma Theta.
They
Okay.
come through as well and help out.
So there's a
Amazing.
team community.
There's a team
effort.
community effort. Yeah.
Awesome.
That's great.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
And it doesn't come with a cost. So what we do normally, if people want to come in and donate, we probably would prefer them donate to Omega Psi Phi because they facilitate it every year.
They spearhead the
buying
whole thing.
food
Right, okay.
And stuff like that. And if you want to come by and drop some school supplies, we have had that happen. People, yes,
Wow.
yes.
Okay, but so in between the hours of 12 and 4, or maybe even 11:30 to get those things out, if you're going to donate, say like waters or some food or some bread or whatever that they're making, if you want to maybe come a little bit earlier at that location and drop off things, if you want to donate something Sunday, which is so happens to fall this year, Sunday, August 12th. You know,
Right,
if you want to
correct.
donate, come a little earlier, but definitely in between the hours of 12 and 4.
Yes.
12 and 4.
Yes.
I'm so happy you dropped by. So much information.
Thank you for
Such a
having me.
great person. I
Thank
mean, you know, just to give so much of yourself
back.
to our community. We're so blessed to have you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
And it's been a blessing. Thank you.
You think you might want to come back and visit with us?
I would enjoy to come back. I enjoyed it.
Great.
Neighborhood Express. I like it.
Yes.
Great concept.
Yeah, again,
Great
and if you
concept.
have something you'd like to share with us at the Neighborhood Express, you could reach us at the Neighborhood Express at gmail.com or the Neighborhood Express at Facebook. And people like Marlon drop by who, you know, have such a spectacular upcoming event, such an event that we want to share with the community. If you think you might have something that's just as important or or a fundraiser, something just as interesting, or even if you want to be on a show and talk about your business, like Marlon, who's also a business owner, please drop by. We'd love to have you. Yes, indeed.
Thank you.
You know, I'm going to go and cover the upcoming events for the week. Marlon, Bernadette, you want to finish up on this? Was it on Saturday? When will we stop?
We stopped on Saturday. On Saturday, August the 11th, we have the Tesh Area Farmers Market from 7 a.m. to 11 a.m. at Booney Plaza, 102 West Main Street in New Iberia, Louisiana. And on Sunday, August 12th, we have live Cajun Jam featuring Bobby Michaud at 2 o'clock p.m. at Bayou Teche Brewery.
Wow.
And that is at 1106 Bushville Highway, Arnoldville, Louisiana. You can check that Cajun Jam. Nice way to end off the week.
Yeah,
And
you
have
know
some
what?
fun.
I want to go back to Saturday. I'm
Yes.
sorry, something I forgot. Sunday, all you UL fans,
Oh, wow.
okay, UL
Yes.
fans. You know,
UL.
I have to get this out here. You know, on Saturday, which is August 11th, you know, UL Fan Day.
Right.
From 11 a.m. until 1 p.m. at the Cajun Dome, which is 444 Cajun Dome Drive, Cajun Dome Boulevard.
Yes.
And that's in Lafayette. I think that's something that would be lots of fun. And let's go and support our school. And
Yes.
again, anything else that we didn't cover, you can go to our Facebook page. All the upcoming events and
Yes, there are
ideas,
many other
many
events
more. Some of them we didn't
going
cover.
on.
You know, we run out of time. But Generette has a monthly market. Lots going on. Hawaiian Blue Cruise Dance. You know, again, go to the website, find out if there's anything more you want to find out. It's there. Whatever we didn't cover, go to the website. Again, any upcoming events, new ideas. Neighborhood Express at gmail.com. Get in touch with us or hit us up on Facebook. We'd love to hear from you. Thank you for
Thank
seeing
you for
Love
tuning in.
Bye-bye. See you next week.
See you next week.